So, hey guys, welcome to the final game, the ace match. This is going to be between Nony being put forth by Media, upper right hand corner in pink, Spades by 9 o'clock position in yellow, Barracks and Gas going up, so pretty standard factory type build, and it looks like a quick tech build. Nony, really known for his crazy Reaver micro, so would not be surprised if he decided to go Reavers. As you can see, this is Tau Cross 3-player map. If you can follow my mouse right there, you got another expansion right here, you got a mineral only right about and then rotate across the entire map, and that's what you got. It looks like a scout now being sent out from Spades. And man, incredible games thus far. Hope you guys enjoyed them. Looks like, gas being mined immediately. Spades is going to come across. We'll see if he's going to be. I mean, most players should know. He was just actually saying in the channel after last game, how can you not defend against the Reaver harass when you're playing against Nony, especially in Loki 2, you have to expect it. But it looks like Nony actually putting down a second gateway off the first pylon, so maybe in fact not going for that Reaver harass, maybe going for a Dragoon push here. Still hasn't put down a second pylon. Still mining gas. Looks like he's going to put down that second pylon next near his base. But yeah, it looks like he's going for more of a kind of straight up macro push here. We'll see how Spades decides to respond. It looks like he's going to put the factory. He hasn't blocked off this front door, and that really leads me to suggest that he might be going for a two factory push. So we'll see how it goes. And it looks like Xerus just got on. He is in fact upgrading that range, so Xerus has heard. And again, sorry about that first minute audio that's clipped off for the people watching on YouTube. By the way, you can check out all this information at broodwarusa.org. Also check out the SoCal LAN if it hasn't already happened. That's this Saturday. I'm going to try to obs live there and broadcast. A lot of awesome players going to be playing there. So first factory down. I don't see the second factory yet. A couple Marines being produced just to blockade the gap. I don't see. I really feel like if he was going to go for the secondary and wasn't going to go for that two factory push, he'd be blocking off his front. Nony now pushing in with that. Now going in with the probe. That probe, wow, excellent job by Nony. Seeing those Marines pushing back, seeing that front door wasn't collapsed, not going to commit that probe to die. Has a pretty good idea of what's going on, I assume, here. So we'll see if he just continues to produce. First Dragoon out. Actually, first Dragoon's already out and headed towards that front base. We'll see if the tank manages to get out in time. It's going to be a little bit close here. And again, it's going to be hard to fight this off without that blockade and without a second factory down here. It's basically just going to be that single tank of the 4 Marines versus 2 Dragoons. Let's see if the Dragoons move up. I'm surprised that Nony didn't commit that probe actually to continue with that harass push. Another pylon going down in the background. We'll see what happens from here. My assumption is as soon as this second Dragoon pushes up, we're going to see Nony push up. A 5th Marine being produced. It looks like Siege Tech as well as that tank being produced. I think Spades realizing that he probably needs a couple more Marine forces to deal with an early push should it come. 3rd Dragoon pushing up and a 4th Dragoon pushing up. So yeah, Nony putting on the pressure really early here. Tank going to be, and it's going to be really hard. Again, I worry about Spades' defense here because it's going to have a hard time protecting his tanks. The 2 Dragoons pushing up now, still no tank produced. Siege Tech going up, still no second factory. Interestingly enough, no more Marines being produced. It looks like he was going for a 1 siege push, and we'll see. He's got that tank, but he's going to be facing a lot of Dragoons, and he's going to have to be careful. Otherwise, he's going to get that tank picked off. So it's going to be kind of a little bit of a micro battle here. Looks like Spades is doing a pretty good job, and I think he's bought enough time for Siege Tech. We'll see. But no, he doesn't have enough Marines to really protect. He's taking down 1 Dragoon. Looks like he's going to be able to take down that 2nd Dragoon. Going after that 3rd Dragoon, got all 3 Dragoons down. And the 4th Dragoon just kind of wandering down now before that tank was taken out. Siege Tech is upgraded. Vulture being produced along the side. Actually, no, it doesn't look like Fake Steve went Siege Tech. He, in fact, went Vultures and Spider Mines. Interesting. So trying to box that last Dragoon in with the Spider Mines. Didn't manage to get the 2nd mine down, but did manage to kill the Dragoon with a shot from the Vulture. So interestingly enough, wow, going for Spider Mines. Really risky play there, putting down the 2nd command center. Nony also expanding. Looks like he expanded long ago, so he's going to be doing okay economically. Also has his robotics facility going. So again, gonna push into that, I guess, standard Reaver micro 2, and now we'll see what Spades decides to do from now. He's got that 2nd factory. He's pushing up with a single tank, 2 Vultures, and a Marine, and we'll see what kind of success he'll have here. He still has that SCV inside the base, so he's still getting scouting information. I think he knows about that secondary, but still playing extremely risky. We'll see what he continues to produce from this point on. Getting that again 2nd factory down a little bit, and now this probe's going to come out. It's going to see this single Vulture pushing up. It's not going to know about the 2nd Vulture, this tank and whatnot, though. A couple mines going down, the mines being taken out. I guess this 1 Vulture is just drawing off these 3 Dragoons. No, it looks like Spades is in fact just going to retreat. Seeing 3 Dragoons actually pushing up on a single Vulture now. This Vulture will be able to escape. Lost 2 mines in the process, though. No big hit. to Nony. Now two tanks joining up, and it looks like they're a little bit miscued on the rally point, pushing out. Now everything's kind of going back into the base. For Nony, he's managing to keep up economic. He's a little bit economically ahead. He's got that second base up, but still. I really feel like Spades is in a really good position. His secondary, or his natural, is going up right now. He's also, it looks like, putting some mines. He put the mines at the 9 o'clock location, so it'll be a minute before Nony can deal with that. He does, in fact, have that robotics support bay up. And producing that Reaver now, I assume, just after the shuttle, has about 5 Dragoons covering his main. 3 tanks out, as well as a vulture outside the front. Engineering bay almost finished for Spades. Spades putting down the 3rd factory now. So it looks like he's going to try to rely on turrets and tanks as opposed to Goliaths to try to fight that off, fight the Reaver harass off, which he knows is inevitably coming. So shuttle is up. Observatory also going down now for Nony, and he still, it doesn't look like, he's kind of skimping a little bit on the Dragoons and try to deal with the vultures in the meantime. He's putting down pylon blockade up to his front door. I really like it when players do that. 2 pylons down, and then just kind of 2 Dragoons to block that other corner, producing Zealots. So 2 Zealots alongside the Reaver are going to be moving out here in just a second. And it looks like the engineering bay is up, but still no turret down. A couple tanks in the backfield. A turret being placed at the natural. We'll see if where the turrets are placed in the main here in just a moment. Three factories up versus 2 gateways though, so a slight production advantage. But again, a lot comes down to Nony's just incredible Reaver micro, and what'll happen. The Reaver is now in. It's starting to push out. Looks like Spades is actually moving out towards that 12 o'clock expansion. Looks like he's planning on. He might be thinking about setting up. He might just be putting that SCV there to scout out. Putting a turret there, actually, interesting, but that turret isn't going to be able to do much. I guess he was trying to catch that shuttle off guard. The shuttle's going to come across and spot it, though, and we'll see if he decides to drop something to try to attack it. So he's going to be able to see the shuttle, first of all, maybe just setting that up to basically cap those resources anyway. And now it looks like the tanks and mines pulling back to try to deal with Nony's forces. Let's see what Nony's doing in the meantime. He's producing some more Dragoons in the backfield, putting down an additional gateway as well. Going to the natural, beautiful drop, gets the Zealot down, absorbing that first Reaver hit. Manages to get 1 SCV, but nothing more. Second Zealot's been taken out. Another 2 SCVs taken out, so only 3 SCVs, and it looks like Nony's going to retreat. So not horrible, but not bad, but not really a great exchange, losing 2 Zealots for 3 SCVs, basically. And in the meantime, he did manage to reduce any sort of damage on his Reaver. Looks like he's going to go into the main now. A siege tank and a turret waiting there for him. Looks like he's going to try to split, actually in between, so covering right in between. He needs to be careful where he's dropped because there are a couple spider mines. 2 Marines going to push up and try to harass a little bit. They're being dropped out in the field. The Marines trying to run, but one of the Marines gets picked off. Second one is actually pretty severely damaged. And it looks like Nony has the observers out. He's trying to take his that 3 o'clock expansion and just kind of distracting in the meantime with that Reaver. In the meantime, it looks like that 12 o'clock expansion has been taken. It's not very well defended though. Only a single turret there to the north. We'll see if Nony decides to push around and take that. He does now. Nony now has that 3rd expansion going up at that 3 o'clock position, and a pretty looks like how many is this? I would say 9. 9 Dragoons. Looks like it's going to be a full control group here in just a second as more Dragoons approach. He has 3 gateways up, putting down some more pylons. Fortunately for Spades, he's bringing out some tanks. Looks like he's planning on kind of pushing a little bit forward, planting some mines, taking the bridge, some observers pushing out to get a little bit of that scouting information. Looks like a couple turrets just generally out in the field. Another factory going down for Spades. So Spades in a very comfortable position. He's in an economic lead. He's going to have that 12 o'clock location up before Nony does, and therefore the economic lead. And Nony in the meantime, and he has 4 factories at the moment. Nony just getting his 4th gateway down. It's not even up yet. And Nony also putting down a Stargate in the back.